People, how are you doing? This is FM update. Right now, we are looking at some current stories in the country, and one story that has caught the attention is the reaction from different political bigwigs in the country in regards to a certain raid that happened to Uhuru Kenyatta's son. Now, Kimani Ichugwah is a man known to many as a great supporter and an ardent supporter for William Ruto. He has gained a lot for supporting William Ruto to becoming the leader of majority in the parliament. And in regards to yesterday's raid at former President Uhuru Kenyatta's son home in Karen, Ichugwah alleges that these are the number of firearms that were hidden in Uhuru's son house. But let me ask a question. How did these people know that weapons were hid at JOMO's house? They're saying that they were doing. How do you explain such details to the people, saying that, you know what, we raided the home because we wanted to do a thorough research on people that are licensed to hold firearms in the country? We all know Uhuru Kenyatta's family we should be guaranteed to hold firearms because they are vulnerable because they have wealth, they have been in power, and once somebody kidnaps one of them, it will be the kidnappers, or let me say the abductors, will seek a huge amount of money from the family. And now, in regards to Kimani Ichugwah, on Saturday, July 22nd, President William Ruto toured the western part of Kenya, where he commissioned a water project in Mbale, Vihiga County. The head of state was accompanied by various leaders, among them Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, National Assembly Leader of Majority Kimani Ichugwah, UDA Party Secretary General Cleophas Malala, among others. While making his speech at Mbale Town, KIKUYU Member of Parliament Kimani Ichugwah made the damning allegation on why police officers raided the home belonging to Uhuru's son in Karen. Ichugwah alleged that there are over 20 firearms hidden in the premises, adding that the police officers will continue making more raids until the firearms are recovered. This is a direct threat. You know what? You made noise, right? You're trying to attack us. You're trying to make us feel as if you're so entitled to being the former president and being the first family to rule this nation. So we will make sure that you feel the heat also. I shall read his statement. Stop seeking public attention that your son's home was raided. Tell us why there are over 20 firearms hidden in that house. What kind of protection are you looking for with 20 firearms? Post the majority leader. The National Assembly Majority Leader also made a reference on an incident during Kangemi demonstrations where police officers sustained gunshot wounds from protesters. He alluded that the incident prompted to police officers raiding the Karen home. Ichugwah questioned how some civilians pretending to be protesters held guns and that the guards to shoot police and had the guards to shoot police officers. He alleged that the civilians were provided the firearms by Azimio leaders. In Kangemi, police officers were shot with live bullets by criminals pretending to be protesters. The criminals have been shooting innocent people during protest so that they can blame the police. Thanks to our National Intelligence Service officers and police officers for establishing the people who are supplying these ammunition, expect even more raids, said Ichugwah. Now, these are direct threats, telling Uhuru Kenyatta, you know what? Your son is a political warlord. He holds an armory of weapons, so don't expect us to back out. We shall go ahead and do whatever we are supposed to do to make sure that this nation is safe. And this has been seconded. This has been seconded by Kuria. through his latest post on his social media handles. Kuria responded to Uhuru following yesterday night's car and raid at the former president's son's house. Kuria has been somebody that speaks out, and mostly he has been somebody that attacks Uhuru Kenyatta in broad daylight and displaying no fear at all, because he believes that, you know what, we hold the power. What can you do? We have the government, we have the manpower to humiliate you. What can you do? What can you tell us? Now, the former head of state, President Uhuru Kenyatta, has been infuriated by the move taken by the current regime led by the incumbent head of state, President William Ruto, to raid his son's private residence in Karen. He says, I have a situation where my son's house is being raided. If it is me you want, come for me. Why intimidate a 90-year-old woman or children? On my association with Raila, I'm not supposed to talk to my friends. A question that was posed by Uhuru Kenyatta yesterday. He dared Ruto while speaking to journalists last night to go ahead and arrest him. Now, Kenyans have criticized the government's move to go after Uhuru, with others celebrating and citing this to pay back, with allegations that Ruto also suffered while Uhuru was in power. The trade CS Moses Kuria, who has been on the front line in bashing retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, has broken his silence a day after the raid and posted this tweet, but muted the comment section to avoid backlash from Kenyans. And I shall quote him. To a prince who got accustomed to being saluted by 5-star generals from the day they were born, absence of praise and worship from subservient subjects is tantamount to harassment and oppression. That's Kuria for you. He says that Uhuru Kenyatta is playing the victim while he's not the victim. We all know if somebody is to be accused of playing victim, then give credit where it's due, and that is the current president, William Ruto. Remember, during the campaign period, William Ruto made it seem as if the government was after his head, was after the head of his sons and his family. Yeah. Now, continuing and going forward in regards to the current happenings, a lot has been said, a lot has been spoken, many arrests have been made. But let me ask, will this intimidation make Uhuru Kenyatta pull back and Raila Odinga to pull back? Or will they push them forward to make more moves in regards to politics in the country? It's a question that you all need to ask yourself. You know, many have supported William Ruto, many have supported Uhuru Kenyatta, many have supported Raila Odinga. But the question is, why is Raila Odinga hiding right now and he hasn't been seen in public? He claimed that he has a flu. Where is Mother Karua? These people are expected to be the ones to make statements in regards to certain happenings, which includes the raid at Uhuru Kenyatta's son. Unaambiwa mkuki kwa nguruwe mtamu, kwa binadamu mchungu. It's not a matter of what is happening. It's a matter of the aftermath of what is happening. What if the government finds itself again being called to the ICC for the loss of lives? We have seen, remember, a time came when the High G, Japhet Koome, was accused of planning an execution of Raila Odinga, and Raila Odinga reported the matter to the International Criminal Court. And since then, Koome hasn't made any public statements in regards to the matter of demonstrations that were going on this week. And also the other days back before this second wave of demonstration, Koome has been quiet. Remember Francis Modaura, he found himself at the ICC because of certain issues like these ones that we are looking at right now. Now, being a seated president doesn't give you the guarantee to go ahead allowing the execution of innocent Kenyans. We have seen an hashtag Luo massacre going on due to the happenings that took place yesterday in Nyalenda. Where do you stand? Who do you think is right? Is it a matter of right or wrong, or is it a matter of politics and the government? Is it a matter of opposition and the government? Is it a matter of the Kenyans and the government, or is it a matter of showcasing political muscles? The question still lingers and the question still remains. Moses Kuria is an example of leaders that seems to fear nothing because they hold political offices and they hold political powers. Whatever you may comment or whatever you may have to say, leave it on the comment section. We'll get to read and review. This is FM Update, and be sure a lot is in your way and a lot will be happening here in regards to politics in the country. My name is Felix Mwenda.